Would you like to work on this build flyer?
Yes, I would. I'll open this up right now.
I wrote down some. Okay, so I already switched this up a little bit. So, one thing that was on there that Joe wanted to take out was the fact that, and I'm torn between this because Joe thinks that it is just like, you should just assume that we're going to clean up, but there was a paragraph in there that said, we'll make a conscious effort to pick up all nails dropped as well as take precautions to protect all flowered plants and shrubbery, but please understand that due to layouts of the roof or landscaping, some leaves, blooms, or small branches may be damaged from falling debris.
That's important for the person whose home is being worked on. Like, that's stuff you want to cover with that person before work.
Okay.
However, if you were gonna put something in there to draw attention to how you do place an emphasis on care of their, exterior components, their yard, their flowers, their landscaping, yada yada, I would
Uh-huh.
say it, but I wouldn't say it like that at all. I would change
So
that to
maybe
like,
just address that specifically with the homeowner.
don't you guys use an equipter?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be something that's like, you know, come by and check out state of the art equipment, the Equipter, which EcoStar is one of the only companies in this area, because I guarantee you he is, that
Yeah.
uses this machine. It's pretty remarkable to watch, but it eliminates a lot of the debris that would normally fall into a homeowner's yard, their flowers.
Hmm.
So that is maybe kind of an interesting thing to throw in a little bit of interest, and then also kind of differentiate your guys' situation from other roofers that are doing work.
Yeah, I think that would be good. So maybe that would be good to even add a picture of the Equipter 2 at the bottom next to
Yeah.
the Platinum Preferred Contractor. Can you see that or no?
What?
Because it's not coming up on mine. I had a picture for the Platinum Preferred Contractor at the bottom.
Let me a little
Is it just
scroll.
coming up as blank for you?
No, I see it. Platinum preferred contractor.
Okay. For some reason, it's coming up as blank for mine.
No, I see it.
Um, okay. So instead, Joe wanted to put in come experience our new roof no mess philosophy. So maybe that could be a good spot where we include the part about the equipter in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you and I both know homeowners, more than anything, like, even though they're getting new siding, new gutters, new roof,
Hmm.
$30,000 worth of, updates to their home, they still give more of a shit about the tulips in their flower bed
Right.
than they do about their home remodel. And
Who was
so,
that one woman who was just the biggest pain of all time in Greensburg? But she didn't. She had a second house that you gave to Andrew Kirkpatrick, and she was just the craziest woman.
Josie,
Yes.
she had dementia though. Like, she was like 90 and she was crazy. Yeah,
That's
I don't even want to talk about it. I had to record her saying
I
nonsense.
remember. I remember you playing it for me.
It was just, yeah, I
Well, you
mean,
had to end up talking to her like nephew or something like that.
her son-in-law, maybe. He's like,
Yeah, it
you
was
might
something.
have to, well, what he had said to me was, quote, you might have to repeat some things a few times to her. She's kind of old. And I took that to mean, like most people would, oh, she must
You
be hard
just,
of hearing. No, she's lost her marbles, Allison. The first time I met her, she answered the door wearing nothing but a hockey jersey, which barely covered her very wrinkly body. God bless her. God bless her. But like, 90-year-old, it wasn't good.
just a gosh darn
It
mess.
was, yeah, I don't even want to, it's a waste of our time to talk about it. But yes, that was
Okay,
insane.
well, yeah,
So that's different.
but yes, people
Dementia
like her.
versus
People
people
just
having emotional investments in their flowers are two totally different things. But yeah, this is something that it's because, like, we could talk in this letter, like, come see our, our bonded, insured, licensed crews at work, and the art form of their people really are just like, are they gonna fuck up my yard? Like, so
right.
so bringing attention to that might be something that kind of gets people more, like catches their attention more than talking about like the workmanship we do, because everybody talks about that, you know.
Right.
So that's just like, that's maybe some feedback there. Yeah, so like expand on that where it says come experience our new roof no mess philosophy. Expand on that. Why? Right? Like check out the state of the art equipment. We're one of the only companies in the area that use what's called an equipter, and then explain the pain points, like why it's so cool. Here's why this thing is so cool. Normally, homeowners have to worry about felt and debris and nails falling off the roof, squishing their flowers, breaking limbs off their trees. With the equipter, we're able to put the bulk of the debris directly into, you know, this container that protects your yard and eliminates, you know, 90% of the risk of your landscaping or yard furniture being damaged in the process, you know. And then have a little picture of it, because people think it's cool. Like, I still remember we'd be doing a roof and people would freaking go sit on their porch with a beer and watch the roofers. It really is remarkable. I mean, they're amazing. But it's like, add an equipter into the mix and it's like, what? You feel like you're watching a rocket ship take off.
Right, you're just like...
You're like, what? You know? So that might just be something that would be interesting for them to watch, you know?
Okay, what was, because I'm going to type it up right now. And I put part of what you said, but I didn't put the beginning of what you said. What did you say?
Okay.
I guess you could look at this afterwards, too.
Well, it would be easier for you, instead of trying to repeat it, if I can just write it myself and then tell you what I wrote.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me, All right, so I'm sending you the paragraph there. Sorry, I'm like better at just putting it down than trying to say it out loud. The only other thing that I would change is, for whatever reason, I just don't like it. The very last line, thank you for your time, makes it sound like you're introducing an inconvenience.
That's fine.
So
take it on out.
Maybe change that to just like, thanks, we'll see you on Saturday or something like that. Because we want it to be like more like a spectacle. Like, come check this out. Like, it's pretty cool, actually. You know, instead of just like, thank you for your time. Sorry for the inconvenience. You know, I think that kind of has a different effect.
I am completely fine with changing that.
Okay. EcoStar Restaurant will make every to make the part with the least. And then maybe even make a more direct call to action about the free inspection in that last paragraph. Like, say, you know, with the, just say, like, we need to bring, so here's something that's missing in this letter. We're completely forgetting to bring up why there's a roof going on. This isn't just someone that needed a new roof and said, here's 15 grand to put a roof on. This is like, by the way, the reason we're putting this roof on is because you guys had a big storm. And surprisingly, we found quite a bit of damage from that storm to people's roofs, gutters, and siding. If you haven't had, like, you know, the roof that we're doing is a product of an insurance claim. Insurance is covering it. You probably, you know, the likelihood of you having damage is pretty high. If you haven't had a free inspection yet, let us know. We're going to be doing some free inspections for the neighbors between this date and this date. Give us a call. We'll pop by. Right?
I should put that in the last paragraph.
Yeah. Do you want me to type it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just give me a minute here.
That's why we pay you, right?
That's why you pay me the big bucks. All right. Let's see here.